Today, we are going to be talking about 5 sweaters that I've owned for 5 years or more that I continually pull out for winter year after year. I got this idea because I heard someone just talking about items that every year they pull out from their wardrobe and they wear them year after year. And I thought, what a great way to really show how you love something. Because over on my Instagram, I have been doing this series that's like recreating a look. And I'm finding that with those looks that I'm recreating, I am going back to pieces that I love and like to wear year after year after year. So I thought I could do this kind of in different categories. And some of them are going to be easier than others. There's going to be no rhyme or reason to this. I just kind of thought this was a fun little something to throw in. And I thought sweaters are a great place to start with this because I feel as if sweaters are one of those things that there's different styles, different colors, different ones, but realistically, we always have those favorites that just make us feel great or can put an outfit together very easily. Now, before I jump into the sweaters, I will say I was asking over on my Instagram stories because I also had an idea to do a video about Quince items I have owned, because I have owned for the last 2 years, I want to say, items from them, and I've slowly added pieces each year. And I had some people asking me what items I loved from Quince, because it's really, Quince is getting a lot of traction. A lot of people are talking about it now. It's becoming more well-known. And so I thought that could be a great idea. However, the reason I didn't do that today, I'm going to do it next week, is because I am still waiting for a package of mine to come in. And it has, I think, 5 items in there. And 1 item was on back order that I'd like to talk to you guys about. So those should be in within the next week, I'm kind of hoping. So I think that video will be the one I'm going to do next week. Let me know down below if you own items from Quince or if you are just interested to see this video, but I'm not going to get too far into that. Let's talk about my 5 sweaters that I grab for year after year. Now, some of these are items that are still sold. Some of them, the brands might not be sold anymore, but I found something else similar. So let's go through and talk about these. The first one I'm going to talk about is the most staple basic that I have in so many colors, I can't even tell you. And that is a crew neck cashmere. I will say this is my favorite one that I have, not because of the brand, but because of the color. I feel as if you are just kind of branching into a cashmere sweater or a cashmere crew neck and you want to build up, the first thing to start with, I feel, is a gray color, a nice heathered gray, not a too dark of a gray. This is kind of your winter's version of a white t-shirt. So you can layer this so many ways. You can wear it so many different ways. You can throw it on and wear it casual, or you can dress it up. This one is from Halogen, and I don't think Halogen does cashmere anymore. The one I have on right now is very similar to that. It's actually from Quince. Same type of feel, of softness. I want to say this one, I paid around $100 for, and I think the Quince ones are around $50, but it's just a great, easy staple. As you see, I kind of have a button-down shirt under this. I've worn them with t-shirts with the little cuffs showing out. I actually rolled my cuff back on this one, but you could do the same with a long sleeve t-shirt underneath of it. You could wear this with a skirt. You could wear this with jeans. You could wear this with leather pants. There are so many ways you can wear this. It is an amazing, amazing piece that is a staple. And as I mentioned, if you are just starting out, start with gray first. You won't regret it. Number 2 is one that, funny story behind this one. This is a turtleneck. It is a lighter weight material. It is a black turtleneck from the brand Splendid. I had owned one of these for many, many, many years. And last year I was putting it on and I did something and I got a hole in it. And not like in a spot, like a seam along an edge. It was like right in the front that was like, it would have been at my stomach. It just wouldn't have worked. So I went online and actually was still able to find it. And it is very lightweight. It is very easy to wear. It is thinner. It's not super thick. Again, you can layer this. You can layer it under a nice cashmere sweater. You can wear it alone and put a belt on with like a trench coat. There are so many ways to wear this. Now, I will say as well, I do live in New England, so keep in mind some of the items I talk about might not work for the climate you're in. So take these things if a turtleneck doesn't work for you, or if you're one of those people that feels a little claustrophobic with a turtleneck, maybe go with something that's a mock neck or maybe a V-neck or something like that in a nice light material. I will say also, I do have black cashmere turtleneck. I think I have a gray one and I think I have a cream one. My only downside with cashmere, and I get why, you will not be able to find a true white. All of the ones you see that say white when they come in are definitely more of like an off-white. So just be aware of that, because the first couple years I started getting into cashmere, I started buying them thinking, oh, this brand will be white, this brand will be white, and they weren't. But a great black, thinner, basic turtleneck will be an amazing sweater. I personally, as I mentioned, like a thinner one for the black ones. I think because black ones I tend to either layer or I tend to wear them and kind of dress them up a little bit with something simple like a pair of black faux leather pants, or just with a jean and a nice heel or booty. It's very, very classic and very easy to work with. The third item I'm going to talk about is a heavier sweater. And again, keeping in mind I'm in New England, so heavier sweaters are something that I do wear a lot. This one is from the brand Pura. Pura is one of my favorite kind of thicker, heavier cashmere sweater brands. And this one is actually a beautiful cable knit. You can see the cable knit going through here, and it does have a turtleneck. It's not as tight of a turtleneck as that splendid one I showed you. It's definitely a little bit looser, it's not a full cow neck, but it is definitely looser around the neck. The stitching on this for the cable knit is on the front and on the back and all the way down the sleeves. I have owned this one for many years as well. I think this one, I'm going on my 5th or 6th year with this one. And every year I pull this back out. I usually throw a long sleeve shirt under it. I have worn this. I will see if I can find the reel and put it in here. I love wearing this actually with a slip dress, and then I roll it up underneath. And I use this kind of, recently found these kind of, they're elastic bands from Amazon that come in different colors that you can use to roll your sweater up into, so you can make it a little bit shorter. They are genius. But a nice heavy cable knit. The cable knit is what makes it look more expensive and more classic. So I pull this out every single year and wear it time after time. The next item is a little bit off the beaten path. This isn't your normal sweater. It isn't as much of a classic, but something about this. I love this. I have had it for so many years and I bring it out every single year. And here's another little funny thing about me is I don't buy a lot of clothes off of Amazon. I buy a ton of other stuff like household stuff, gadget stuff, vitamins, like all of those things I buy off of Amazon. I don't buy a lot of clothes off of Amazon. Feel like it's hit or miss as far as quality. However, this is from Amazon. And it comes in so many different colors. I have worn this for so many years, and every time I wear it, has it on both sides, someone says to me, where did you get that? It is a little bit of a statement piece, but it takes a basic look and changes it. I can dress it up. I can make it casual. The black and white for me, I just love. It is so cozy and it's well weighted. It's a heavier sweater. It's not a thin, lightweight sweater. To be honest, I have no idea what it's made of, but I just absolutely love it. For those of you that are wondering, the back, just the sleeve has it, but there's nothing on this part. It is just one of those sweaters that makes me smile when I put it on, and I pull it out year after year. And I just love it. It's so fun and so different. So it has that twist to it, but it also is a little bit of kind of a classic, like just that pretty, it's nothing crazy print wise. It just is very, very simplistic, but still different. Now, the fifth sweater that I wear year after year after year is one that I got quite a few years ago from Evereve. I haven't shopped at Evereve in a while. I actually saw recently a top that I might get there for the holidays. I don't even know what this brand is. It's like almost a cursive font, so it's very hard to read. This is an Argyle V-neck cardigan. Love this. It has a little bit of a puff sleeve to it detail here. It sits up. However, I will say I wore this a few weeks ago. I went to a dinner with a girlfriend and we were going to be outside in a greenhouse eating, and it was so warm in this sweater. This sweater, I have no idea, again, what it is made of. I tried to take a look at the tag and see what it is made of. I have no idea. It doesn't feel heavy when you put it on, but it is super, super, super warm. It may be wool. I am not sure. It is not itchy. It is very soft. I absolutely love the Argyle detail to it because it brings something different. I love a V-neck cropped cardigan. I have the one from Quince. You guys will see it next week. I originally bought it in a light gray, and then I got a cream colored one, then I got a black one, and then I got a dark gray one. I love them. They're so easy to wear so many different ways. I have worn it to Thanksgiving dinners. I've worn it to holidays. The Argyle detail just makes it so fun and so different. The colors are very fall to me. Those rich blues, the burgundies. Ooh, this would be pretty with a burgundy pump. Ooh, I might have to look into that. I bought a red shoe you're seeing back here in hopes that that was going to work for the holidays. And I think it's a little bit too orange red. I kind of keep going back and forth. I might look for more of a burgundy, but this is more of a rust color. I wore this with a rust colored pair of boots that are like back there. I just love this sweater. I cannot say enough good things about it. It just has so many great details to it. And the Argyle is just such a classic print again, but with some fun details, and just, I have worn it year after year after year, and I don't think it will ever go anywhere. One last honorary mention, because I want to mention this, but I have not had it for 5 years. I've had this this is now my 3rd year, and it is a cashmere hoodie sweatshirt. So this is your more classic hoodie. This one is from Nordstrom. I do have one from Quince as well. Both very, very similar. The Quince one I think has a pocket on the front and this one doesn't, but a cashmere hoodie, guys. This is your sweatshirt elevated. This is your sweatshirt when you want to go out. You can wear this so many ways. I love layering it under a blazer. I love wearing it with a bootie. It just is so fun and so good. I could not do this video without mentioning it, because this is something that I will have for many, many years to come, and I just absolutely love it. So those are my 5 sweaters that I have owned for 5 years or more, my thoughts on them, my reasonings behind why I grab for them year after year, and just items that I truly love and continuously wear and use. Do you have any items that you pull out every single year? I would love for some suggestions. Do you like the idea of this video? Would you like to see more? What would you like to see next? Coats, shoes, jeans. Jeans might be tough. Accessories. You let me know what you would like to see in this, and I just thought this would be a fun way to go about this. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, as always, I am here for you. Please put them down below, and have a great weekend.